thinking maybe I'd send you a, you know, some nice, but hell, maybe I'll just tell you what I had for breakfast this morning. Alright, where was I? I was about to put my hat back into my... I just strapped this thing on the side of my backpack there, because I got a little metal thing there. I did that myself. I hooked that up so I can hook the camera up to my hat. It works out real nice. You know, it's kind of hard to smoke while you got a helmet on, you know. So let's just put that right there. And let's get this show on the road. I guess breakfast is a pretty important part of the day, right? And I got myself a little pattern I like to follow. I get myself up, go and brush my teeth, you know, do the normal stuff, put on a nice pot of hot coffee. And typically I go into the kitchen and pop open the Frigidaire. Oh, by the way, this is an excellent box, man. Keeps your food cold for years, and this thing's just been an ox for me. I spent $500 on this refrigerator. It must have been about 10 years ago now. And I'll tell you what, this thing has just gone on without a hitch. I got friends down the street, their refrigerators are going out every other day. There's a problem with the AC unit or you know, them little magnets on the side of the door. Anyhow, I'm not trying to get off topic or anything. I'm just trying to tell you guys about my day. Pop open the Frigidaire and I'll tell you what I like to have for breakfast is the same thing it is every day. Oh, look at this guy here. Hey, now that guy is smart there, because those bicycles, they don't take gasoline. You just pedal this thing around, it's got a gear on it, hooks up to the back wheel a lot like a motorcycle. And you just go on and on and on. But there's always a trade-off, right? You gotta use energy. And that brings me back to my breakfast of choice, which typically used to be, you know, probably not the most healthiest thing in the world. I used to have a couple of bags of bacon and, you know, butter it up and fry it up in the pan and throw it on the plate. I found that after a while I was feeling a little sluggish, and my neighbors and my mom tells me about this whole healthy kick thing she's on, and she's telling me, hey, accidental broadcast, you gotta try it. See, that guy's probably been eating what I used to be eating. Now they're going to pick him up, and I don't want to die. All I do is I take 3 bananas out of the refrigerator. I like to keep them cold. I don't like me no room temperature bananas. Those things taste like shit. I throw them down on the plate, get me a nice scoop of honey, put them on top of the bananas, take a little bit of oatmeal or, you know, whatever you want, but I like to have some sort of carbohydrates on top of the bananas and the honey. That's usually my breakfast. And of course I have a Budweiser on the side of my coffee, because that's just delicious and really gets me going for the day. This particular morning, it was a couple of weeks ago, I opened the fridge and god damn it, there's no damn bananas. Right? That's a problem. You know, that's a problem in my world. I'm gonna go to the store. It's very uncharacteristic of my behavior, but I did it. I went down to the store, get me some bananas so I can have a late breakfast. Now my day's all jacked up here. I got my coffee in my truck. I got my beer on the side. I like to put a little cover over it just in case the police pull me over. I don't want to be getting into any kind of dialogue with these guys, because it's just always going to end badly. Just trust me, I've been in too many of those situations. Of course, the first store I go to, what are they out of? That's right, bananas. Nothing. They don't got shit. So I say to myself, accidental broadcast, this must be some kind of sign, right? It's got to be some kind of sign. This got to have some kind of meaning to it. And I'm racking my brain. I'm trying to figure it out. Why doesn't my favorite store have bananas? Wait, hold on a second. I see a little bit of a light drizzle here. Let me pull this horse over here. Let me wipe your face off. I'm sorry to be going on and on and on like this, but I don't want you guys to have some sort of adverse viewing experience. How's that? Is that better? I don't know. Hey there, little puppy. And I decide, you know what? I'm going to try something different today. I'm going to go to my local farmer. And I did. I drove down to my local farmer, and guess what he did have? That's right. He had some bananas. And I ate these things up. You know, I didn't even put no honey or no granola on them or anything. I just ate them up just raw straight bananas. And let me tell you, those things were delicious. I highly recommend this guy. I was telling him that he should make a website where he sells the bananas on the website. And he was telling me something about shipping and how they don't really last too long and the FedEx is too expensive and this and that. So I understand where he's coming from. I wasn't not going to give him no hard time, but I just think he was making a little bit of a bad business decision, you know. Like he was just selling the bananas to people that walk up. And I'm trying to tell him, I'm trying to help this guy. I'm trying to tell him that he's got to sell the bananas to the whole world because these things were good. I mean, I ate one of them and I almost started crying. I mean, that thing tastes like strawberries and honey and all kinds of stuff. I mean, it was delicious. So I have my bananas and I'm headed to work and it's just a beautiful day. I'm enjoying the sunshine. I've got a belly full of healthy things and I'm ready to go, right? And then all of a sudden, this van comes sliding up in front of my motorcycle. And I say to myself, well, that's dangerous. And this van does like one of them Tokyo drifts in front of my motorcycle, right in the middle of the highway. I mean, this was like a regular day, just like any other day that the sun comes up and the birds are chirping and there's a cold Budweiser in your hand. And it dawned on me at this very moment, this is one of them weird instances. And I got scared. I mean, I'm a pretty big guy. I can handle myself pretty well in some certain types of circumstances. But this was weird. So I kind of reacted, you know, just like by my own admission. And I did my own slide. While he was doing a slide, I did a little side slide with the back of the motorcycle. And I'm fairly well versed in the physical dynamics of these machines, you know. So I'm sliding this way, he's sliding that way, and I'm thinking to myself, this is it for me. I'm checking out right here. Bye-bye accidental broadcast. You ain't not gonna be making no videos no more. And while he's sliding, the side of the van door opens up. I kid you not, this was like a Hollywood movie. The side of the door slides open, and this guy is sitting there, and he's sitting there on this like captain's chair, and it's on like a pivoting kind of thing. It looks real high-tech, like something you'd see in a movie with like one of them good actors like Tom Cruise or Bill Hicks or you know Edward Norton, but it was just out of this world. And I'm just thinking in this moment, something's wrong here. This is crazy. I mean, I'm just trying to get to work, guys. And he's got his mechanism in his hand. It's all shoulder strap, and it's got like a chest thing on it. And it's like wrapped around the side or the back of the side of him, you know, like a big rig or something. And it looks to me, and I only got a glimpse of it for like 2 seconds, but it's got like some kind of grappling hook on it. Before I could even think another thought, I kid you not, this grappling hook mechanism is flying towards me. Now, I try to dodge it, and before I know it, this thing grabs onto my body. Right, just squeezing onto my body and rips me off the motorcycle. Rips me off the motorcycle. I go flying. I go flying through the air. And one thing happened, and another thing happened, and then another thing happened, and all of a sudden, I wake up. I don't know how much time went by, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, a week, 2 years, but I woke up and I had a little bit of scruff. I like to shave every day, but on this particular day, I woke up on a table and I had a little bit of scruff, so I'm thinking it was probably about 2 days that I was out cold. And I wake up and I'm on a stainless steel table. I'm strapped down, arms, legs, you know, one right across my torso. I'm trying to break free. I'm trying to move around. I'm trying to do this and that and the other thing. And there was nothing I could do. I was just stuck. What the hell is going on here? This ain't normal world shit happening right now, right? And for some odd reason, I swear to God, I look at the guy, and he's wearing this, like, black jumpsuit. He's got this thing over his face. For a second, I thought it was M13. I was like, did this dude just abduct me? Some crazy YouTube side world shit? Does this guy work for, like, the CIA or something? Am I riding the wrong motorcycle? I didn't know what to do. So at this one point, they take me off the table, right? They unstrap me. They take me into this room. And they sit me down on this table. Yeah, they sat me down on a table. I had to sit all cross-legged. I don't know why they made me do it, but they made me do it. And this guy comes out. Oh, well, he comes in. He comes into the room. And he looks me dead in the eye. And he says, hey, buddy. Well, he didn't say, hey, buddy. He was more like, hey, buddy. All American-like, like straight English. And I said, yeah, how can I help you? And he said, well, we heard you've been making some videos. And I said, well, hell yeah. I like to ride my motorcycle around. I like to make videos. You got a problem with that? Talk to my mama. And so the dude looks me straight in the face and he says to me, Mr. Accidental Broadcast, we like you. We're gonna let you go. But there's 2 things you have to do if you want to live. And I looked at him and I said, oh yeah? What's that? And he looked at me and he didn't flinch, he didn't blink an eye, he didn't move, he didn't do nothing. He said, number 1, you finish this video with a nice wheelie. And I'm thinking to myself, all right, no problem. And he says, number 2, you finish this video with a shot of your son. And I was like, what? My son? What's this got to do with my son? I was about to lurch out and break them straps that he had on me. And he says, someday that boy's going to be making motorcycle videos that make your videos look like a Saturday morning cartoon.
I'm first place.
Yeehaw!
You scared me.